I really wish I hadn't felt so guilty and uptight all the time. I had to prioritise Connor and his early intervention program before Lachlan's other needs as a littlie, because now, 20 years down the track, I look at Lockie as a sibling and he has the most extraordinary attributes.
Invariably, as a parent, you're going to feel terrible that your child with autism is typically the one getting the most amount of attention, and you sometimes feel that your other children are getting really, really neglected. There's nothing like mother guilt. It could, power the world, so there's no point in telling you not to do it, but do keep in mind, this is a really short-term reprioritisation of how the family is dealing with things.
It's only natural that parents are going to struggle a little bit when there's a child with disability in the family, to balance the needs of all members of the family. Again, it's understandable that a child with disability is going to need more attention and more energy.
You can't blame autism for everything. Sometimes siblings just aren't going to get along. You really hope that they will. In my case, that was my big dream. I wanted the boys at school together, which I was able to do. I was very aware from the beginning that it was just important to try as hard as I could to split the time between the two boys. And fortunately for us, I found something my other son Sam really enjoyed. That worked out, and it was also a family thing that we could do. It was swimming.
I think one of the really important things for siblings too is to be able to express their feelings, and I like to think about this in terms of permission. A lot of siblings feel that their needs aren't as important as the other child in the family, and so it's very hard for them sometimes to put up their hand and say, hey, what about me?
Instead of trying to split the time, I think we actually spent more time trying to be together. We were always trying to find something enjoyable that we could do, the three of us together.
I think that the challenge for the siblings of an ASD child is there are different rules for them. The things that we will not allow our oldest son to do and the things that our ASD son can do are very different. And that creates some challenges in how to explain that.
Letting them know that you understand that it's difficult for them, and really recognising that, and saying to them something like, I understand it's tricky sometimes, isn't it, when this happens or that happens, and just really acknowledging those feelings.
It's important that you show equal amount of love to all of your children, but it is fine to be able to address the issues in the child that needs it the most. In the long term, trust me, the other siblings will require support. But in the early days post-diagnosis, it's really important that you get the supports and therapies set up so that everything's working really well for your child with autism. I promise you, their siblings will thank you for the rest of their lives for getting that part right. It's really important.
I think as an autism parent, that's another pressure that you put on yourself. And you try to be the therapist and the teacher and all the other things, when really you've got these other children. Just do it as a mum, not trying to work it out as a therapist or to be some other role.